Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Wednesday. I completely missed the end of the the end of the intro roller, so apologies for that. I'm also just trying to get my charts up here. For some reason, we're at Charles de Gaulle this evening. There are so many charts, and Microsoft Flight Simulator's default charts, default sort of planner doesn't actually want to show me all the charts I need, so I'm just trying to get that up. But anyway, we will persist, and I'll sort that out in due course. Anyway, guys, how are you all doing? Hope you're all doing well and having a good week so far. So yeah, we've got a nice real ops flight for you tonight. Say we're in Paris, Charles de Gaulle, and we're heading up to Leeds, real world route, real world flight in the baby bus as well, the A319 this evening from the Fenix. And once we get to Leeds Bradford, of course, we've also got the chance to see this new airport from Inibuilds and also do a giveaway as well. So welcome everybody on board, seeing the chat coming in now as well. So welcome if you're watching both on YouTube and on Twitch as well tonight. Thank you to our Twitch followers as well. Good evening, and welcome to everyone in the chat. So we've got Callum, Captain Digger, Flight Sim 1001. Hey Jayhog, DC, good to see you guys, and everybody else that's coming in the chat as well. There's quite a few of them tonight, so this is great. Dr. Magic says hello there, long time no see, nice to be able to catch a stream. Well, Dr. Magic, yeah, long time no see. That's my fault, not yours. Just not getting the chance at the moment. And for those of you sort of following up on things, we've still not moved house yet, so I'm still clinging on for dear life to the flight sim setup, and it's going to be one of these now. I think we're going to go sort of get 48 hours notice, and then I'm going to really panic because I'm leaving everything set up as long as I possibly can, just in case. So tonight we are on VATSIM as per usual, and it is a real ops flight, so we'll be doing everything as close to real world as possible if you've not caught one of our real ops flights before. So yeah, there we go. We've got our cabin crew, we've got our co-pilot. I don't know who is the cabin crew tonight. Hang on, let me just check. Hey guys, so who've we got in the cabin crew tonight? I'm Gavin, and I don't know your name. So hopefully the cabin crew are listening to the PA system. They'll come back and tell us in a minute, I guess.
Captain Gavin. I'm Erica, the purser for this flight. We have 3 fellow crew members with us tonight, Sophie, Liam and Emma. We're all set and ready to serve our passengers.
Fantastic. Right, in that case we'll start getting sorted. So Erica is our lead purser this evening. Captain HNW, you're missing one out. There's 4 of them, mate. There's 4 of them. 171 NUS, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Right, let me get my operational flight plan up on screen, then we can start going through all of that stuff. No fruit bat, it's not Janet tonight. Although I did see when I was looking through, there is now Janet version 3, I think, is available. So we're probably going to have to check that out at some point, because I do like Janet. Let's be honest. I do quite like Janet. Right, where's my OFP? Here we go. There we are. Fantastic. So, in fact, just before we do that, let's just check the aircraft's been left in a decent state by the previous crew. So, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the pumps to be off. That needs to be set to captain, which it is. We'll just turn these down a little bit, don't want to get too warm. We are on ground power. The packs are off, and obviously APU is not running. Check down here. We want to see spoilers, flaps, parking brake. They're all where they should be. We should have this set to standby. Why is that not set to standby? I know exactly why that's not set to standby. It's because I've got an actual... it's because I've actually got a physical radio panel, and it was set to auto, so that's why it was overwriting it. I keep forgetting about that now. So yeah, and that's fine. Acupressure's not yet in the green, so cargo's not yet loading. Not yet loading. That's fine. Right, let's bring up the what's it again, the OFP. Right, let's go through this together then. So we've got a payload of just over 9 tons tonight. Our takeoff weight is planned to be 556. Our max landing weight is 625, so that's fine. We're not going to be anywhere near that, even if we have to land straight after taking off. We're underloaded by 7.2. Yeah, easy. Flight time's about 1 hour and 1 minute. Manchester is our alternate. Our call sign tonight is Alpine 98 Kilo Mike. 38,000 feet. We've got a headwind of about 20 knots, slowing us down this evening. That's a shame. The shear rate is fine. That's nice and low. We only really take note of that if it's anything above sort of 8. And our plan tonight is to get off runway 27 right and expecting RTX 6 Delta. And then we're coming in at LBA. Direct straight in. There's no real SID stars, etc. for Leeds. Coming in on runway 32. That'll be ILS vectors from ATC, or if there's no ATC about, we'll just vector ourselves. And as always, there's a bit of a crosswind as well, because it's Leeds. There's always a crosswind at Leeds. Let's have a look. Plug fuel is about 4.7 tons. CNR, the magic number is 1.8. And let's just go through the flight log. To be fair, I don't need to worry about that. I only really look at this if it's a long flight. I'm flying maybe over territory which has got high altitude, so I know when if we've got a grid mortar that's above 10,000 feet, I know whereabouts in the flight that is. We're not flying over the Alps today, so don't need to worry about that. We've got what weather have we got at Leeds? We have got winds 240 at 12. Yeah, so about 12 knot crosswind, something like that. QNH is 109. What else we got weather-wise? Just clouds becoming a little bit low. That's later on tonight, so that's after midnight. So yeah, it should be fine getting in. Visibility is fine as it is at the moment. Manchester is also fine. No clouds detected currently. What are the other alternates? We've got Birmingham. Again, that looks okay. Newcastle also looks all right as well. Liverpool's reporting cab okay, so that's fine. Charles de Gaulle here is also cab okay. QNH 1021. The airport data, we'll check this. So this is always the worst case weather scenario. So worst case scenario in Birmingham is the ceiling 600 feet, which is still actually Cat 1. So yeah. All about aviation. Have I flown anything in the sim other than the 320 family? Yeah, I love the A350 as well. I think the A350 is fantastic. Gugan, good evening to you. How are you? So in order to enter the giveaway, Hooper Booper, I will tell you more about that a little bit later on. The only sort of prerequisite for that is you must be a subscriber to the channel. That is the only thing for now. You must be a subscriber to the channel, and then yeah, that's it. We'll crack on with a little bit more information on that as we get going. Let's have a quick look at the NOTAM. So, I mean, Charles de Gaulle is just absolutely huge, but I don't think there's anything that's actually affecting us tonight. I had a quick look beforehand. So, standard arrival routes, not bothered about that. And then we'll go in Leeds, Bradford tonight. I don't think we've got anything here either, to be fair. Oh, that makes me sad. Doncaster Sheffield airspace removed. New procedure. Well, who knows how long for? Oh, is Gamston not working? Sorry, that's just a personal note for me. So Gamston, the VOR is unserviceable. Okay, makes no difference to us in this jet, but yeah, that's interesting. Alright, and then I'm not bothered about Manchester or anything like that. We'll look at that if we need to. Okay, so let's have a look at our weather. That's our flight route. Bus driver, we're just in default Microsoft Flight Simulators handcrafted as Obo airport for CGG. I don't fly into CGG very often, so I've not got any additional scenery for it. A little bit of turbulence, to be fair. It's right on the border of Leeds, so I think we are going to be absolutely fine with that. Cool. So in terms of what extra fuel, I think we can agree that if we took 5 tons, I mean it is Leeds, go-arounds are always possible at Leeds. I think if we take 5 tons of fuel, then that is going to be absolutely fine for us tonight. So I'm just going to tell the ground crew that's what we want, and pray GSX does its thing. I was testing something a little bit earlier and GSX didn't want to load, so we'll just see if GSX decides to come in. Right, Erica, we have just done some pre-flight checks, etc. up here, so if you want to start boarding, then that is great. Mushroom, no, we're not flying to CDG, we're flying from CDG tonight. Right, GSX I think is loading, because I can see the cargo doors opening. Fantastic.
Easyjet, Europe flight 4637.
Right.
Departing from Paris to Leeds. We are currently preparing for boarding, so please have your boarding passes ready.
Oh, did she hiccup there? Right, well, 3.5 greens, that's okay. Aircraft status, air cycle, etc. That's all good. Just clear the scratch pad of GPS primary, and let's do our init request. All about aviation, you can see the external view. There's very little to see in the external view. It's night time, so there we go. Where are the ground crew? Well, where they've gone. Anyway, we are tonight Alpine. What are we? 9-8 Kilo Mike. Usual cost index of 4. Let me just get the OFP up, then you guys can follow it through. Yeah, so cost index of 4. The temperature is 20 degrees. 20 degrees? That's quite warm, isn't it? Tropo is 44977. And we'll just do the wind request as well. Wait for that to come through. There we are. Cool, and the IRS in it, just check that they're all aligned and happy and in agreement, which they are. We are stand Bravo 16 this evening. We're going to be cruising, what did I say, for flight level 380, and that is a temperature of -56. Good, okay, just before I go any further, I think we've got a couple of messages. I'm just going to check these. Probably get a preliminary load sheet as well. Oh my god, that's a lot of messages. What have we got here? That's load sheet number 1. Load sheet number 2. Okay, we'll accept that. We've got... what have we got? C of G. 048 C of G is 26.7. Takeoff C of G is 25.8. That's fine. What else have we got? I've got the weather data here for Charles de Gaulle. Just realised you can't see that. My apologies. I'm looking at the hardware. Out the telex. So slot notification is 1957, and so estimated off block is 1930. So that gives us a decent taxi time of 27 minutes, which is good because it's not the smallest airport here, is it? Okay, flight plan then. We are departing 27. Right, and we are on the @Rex 6 Delta. If we can fly it, @Rex 6 Delta. There we are. So insert that, and then, as I said, coming into Leeds, we'll just be doing the ILS 32. No star, and we'll actually use no veer. You only really use the LBA if it's really windy. Aircraft tend to just hold at the LBA until the winds died down a little bit, then they have another go. Okay, so distance is 366. What have I got? I've got 369. Yeah, good. Happy with that then. Okay, RadNav page. I'm not going to bother putting anything there. We don't really need anything. So happy with that. Okay, let's do our zero fuel weight, etc. stuff. So our zero fuel weight, according to the plan, is 512, and C of G is 25.8. No, it isn't. It is 26.7. Fuel for the alternate is, it's not going to be very much, is it? We'll call it a ton. That's to get into Manchester. Manchester's not exactly far away. So fuel planning, we are taking 5 tons. See what the box wants. 4.2. That's fine. So that's going to give us a takeoff weight then of 56, bang on, and an extra 22 minutes of holding time, thinking time, or anything like that. So let's go to our departure performance. 27 right, dry, flaps 1. No need to force target, anti-ice will be off, packs will be off. Anti-ice will definitely be off when it's this warm. And the takeoff weight is 56. And have we got any intersection potentials here? Let me have a quick look. I've already got a chart up on here. So we're going to be coming down here. We'll then be sort of taxiing all the way down there, which is a bit of a pain. So, I mean, actually, yeah, we'll be taxiing to the end. We'll be doing full length, I think. So, yeah, that's all right. Full length it is. Oh, I've not imported the wind, hang on. Oh, that's interesting. It's having a bit of a trouble getting the live weather for Charles de Gaulle. Interesting. Okay. Let's just grab the weather then. Oh, weather's not available. Why is there no weather available for Charles de Gaulle? Alright guys, I'm going to have to call on you. Anyone able to just grab me a METAR for Charles de Gaulle at the moment? Not quite sure why that's not working. First bug of the night. So yeah, I just need the winds, I need the QNH and the temperature. Well, the temperature was 20 degrees, wasn't it? So pop that in. Oh, why does that not want to work? There we go. Try and pop the winds in if anybody has got that. Both the ground crew and the 80s are on strike. Hazza says didn't work for me earlier. Christoph's also been having the same weather issue today. Okay, I might have to just use an app. So, what else we got? What time's that one, David? 1900 Zulu. Yeah, that's current, so 260 at 7. And the QNH is 1022. Perfect. Okay. That's really upset the app, hasn't it? Oh, it's deleted literally everything. Hang on, I have to put it all back in now. Try again. Is that going to give us some figures now? Yeah, there we are. 29, 29, 132. Right, let's get all of that in. So 129, 129, and 132. I don't think we've got GSX actually loading anything either, actually, as it seems. Not quite sure why. Clearly GSX is on strike as well. Everyone's on strike this evening. I suppose we are in France. So why don't we just... I'm just going to cheat and we will just consider loading to all be done. I'm just going to reset that. And just in the background here, I'm just reloading the flight, so we've got the right payload, etc., and that in there. So mass and balance, just say, what was it? We wanted 5 tons, didn't we? Everyone should be on board now. Apply load aircraft, and we'll just do that instant. Perfect. Okay, so the boarding is now completed. Easyjet also saying it doesn't work today. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happening with that. There must be a back-end bug or something along those lines. Okay, so just continuing with our departure performance. Other things we just need to fill in. We've got a oh, flipping heck, it's redone that as well. Okay. Ugh. Can anyone remember what the flex was? Because I missed it. Never mind. Uh, 1022. That would be incredibly high pressure, wouldn't it? 29, the flex was 68. Right, get that in. And of course, flaps 1. Right, let's go to an app that I hope is working. So LFPG, this is where we're just going to get the engine out procedure for runway 27 right. There we go. So runway 27 right, engine out is, and thrust acceleration etc. is 1392, 1392, 1392. Latest stops are 800 feet for the thrust acceleration, so we take a couple hundred feet off this, so it's going to be 1192 for all of those. And now into the secondary flight plan. And the engine out procedure calls for us to make a right turn, and we're going to hold at Mopar. So let's get that in. MOPAR. And it's 093 left turns. Cool. So, of course, if we have had a problem and we need to return, pop the destination in so it's there ready for us. And if we've done 27 right, it's going to be 27 left we're going to come in and land on. No stars. I'm not sure Mopar is one of the VIAs. Oh, actually there's a Mopar 1 X-ray and one Mopar 1 whiskey, so I don't know, just choose the whiskey. I don't know which is which. If we've got an emergency situation, I'm not going to be that bothered. I'll be telling ATC and screaming at them for vectors. But let's just check what that looks like. Should be okay. Yeah, there we are. So straight out. There's the hold, and there's the arrival coming back in. Lovely. Okay, so with all that set up, we'll just do a final check. 1022 now, the new QNH. We've got the box set up. We are monitoring the guard frequency. That's fine. I'll just turn that on. We also want to make sure that switching panel is normal. Thrust levers, engine mode, mass selection, they are all normal. Acupressure is up and in the green. Good. Let's get the APU started, and then we'll get the charts. We'll do a brief. So let's give that another moment. Refueling, I think, is completed. Yeah, 5 tons. So with the refueling complete, let's get our pumps on. And we'll also get the seatbelt signs on as well. Wonder if GSX are actually going to arrive to push us back or not. That'll be interesting. Right, let's get the charts up then, so can show you what it is we're going to be doing. There's that many charts on here, it's ridiculous. So we will be coming up. Well, we're actually this bit here. I need to find the right chart for the main bit. I know where I'm going, but I want to show you guys where we're going. Hey, Mark, how you doing, mate? Celebrating 50 months. Wow, indeed a rare stream. You must be bored. No, not bored, mate. I'm never bored. I don't get time to be bored. Never. I wish I got time to be bored. Which chart am I looking for here? Area south, area north, area south, area west. Oh, that's west configuration. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Terminal 2 and 3, isn't it? Oh, there it is. There it is. We're actually parked here then. We're at stand Bravo 169. So we are going to push back. We're going to face east on the on taxiway Golf 3. I don't think we've got any air traffic control around tonight, so I'm just going to call this out. So yeah, we are going to face east. We're on Golf 3. Then we're going to taxi here over the little bridge, and we're going to make a right turn. And it is our first right, if I recall. Just find the chart and then Hopefully I'll be able to see that. Nope. Oh God, which one is it? I know where I want to go. Right, well, we'll basically make that right turn, and then we come up here. We're turning onto Foxtrot, and there you can just see where Foxtrot begins. So we're coming here, Foxtrot. From there, we're going to maintain Foxtrot, and then we're going to go all the way to Quebec. This bit here is very, very easy to take the wrong turn. So we're going to go right onto Quebec, and then we're going to carry on right on Quebec. We're going to go right to the very end because we're going to go Quebec 4 and cross the active, and then we're going to hold at Zulu 8. After crossing runway 27 left. Okay, so that's where we're going. Hazard, don't use Navigraph just because, well, Easyjet don't. So neither should we if we're doing it properly on the channel. So yeah, that's the taxi. Let's have a look at the SID. So we're on the. I'm not even writing it down. What are we on? We're on the approx 6 Delta. So let me find that. RNAV SIDS 27 right, 27 right, 27 right. To the north, I'll be on here. Okay, so straight out, I'm just checking what we've got here. So we should have PG 270, 276, and then up to approx, which is there. Fantastic. So TA is 5,000. That'll be our initial climb as well. We've not got any other information on the chart from there. So initial climb 5,000, and that's set. MSA's 3-2. We've got no terrain on the planned departure, no terrain ahead of us. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward then, isn't it? Let's just do a quick brief. We know where we're going with the taxi. I'm not going to bother with single engine taxi. In real life, probably would, because there's been lots of aircraft around and things like that, but there's only me here, and I've not got someone else watching where I'm going, so we'll not bother with a single engine taxi. We know where we're taxiing. I've just pointed out a little hotspot on the taxi as well. We're going to be crossing the active runway, and it's a full length departure, noise abatement 2, and the first turn will be to the right. And if we need to, if we have the engine out procedure as well, I'll discuss that in a moment. Right, let's get the packs on, because I believe the APU is up and running. And let's get the bleed on. Let's get the external power off. Cool. Now, I don't know if we can. Should we try running the cockpit prep checklist with our co-pilot? Right, so, right, if you are all set, I'm ready for the cockpit preparation checklist, please. And we'll see if you can run that properly.
Let's run the cockpit preparation checklist. Aircraft acceptance completed.
Completed.
Fuel quantity?
I've got 5,000 and it is balanced.
Seatbelts?
Seatbelt signs are on.
ADIRS?
ADIRS, we've got the 3 nav greens. I'll just double check that. Yep, there they are.
Baro ref?
Baro F, QNH is 1022, confirmed. And that's 360 feet.
Cockpit preparation checklist complete.
Fantastic, right, that's step 1 done. Okay.
We're currently at 362 feet, Captain.
Yeah, glad he agrees. Alright, so with that, hey guys, we're about ready to start pushing, so if you can make sure the cabin's all ready and we'll get going. Let's tune to
Okay, Captain.
Unicom.
I'll ensure the cabin is ready for pushback. Cabin crew, please prepare for pushback.
And just to final check, we've got no air traffic control knocking about tonight, which we don't, so... Charles de Gaulle traffic, Alpine 98 Kilo Mike, and Bravo 16, pushing back facing west on Golf 3. Now, I don't know if GSX is going to turn up when I actually do this, so let's get the beacon on.
FedEx 21 vacated, 27 right, will be crossing 27 left.
Now, I'm not seeing GSX come anywhere, so I might have to sort of use the Fenix AFB to push back, which is a shame. Let's just check we've got our final company message come through, which also gives us the final load sheet.
Ouais, trafic bonsoir, France 6230, trafic français, pushback and process for you.
Okay, so accept that final load sheet, and we've got so fuel weight is 281, and takeoff weight is 27. I'm going to have to redo that because that's changed significantly. Our takeoff weight has not changed, but the takeoff weight CFG has. So let's go back and double check to see if it makes a change in any of our performance. Phoenix seems a little bit buggy tonight with regards to look, it's cleared all the stuff again, so not quite sure what's going on there. Did some of you guys say you were also having issues tonight? So the new takeoff CFG is 27. And it's just cleared it all again. What is going on? Should I just make it up? $27. Put that wind in. I think it was 260 at 7. Temperature is 20. QNH is 1022. Full length. Don't think that's made any changes, has it? 29, 29, 32. Flex is still 68. Flaps 1. Yeah, okay. No changes. Awesome. Alright, I need to use this then for the pushback, I think. Which is a shame. Hey, Nick's in the house. Hey, Nick. Good to see you, mate. It's 54 months. Indeed, long time no see. I know. I'm still around. I promise I am still around. Okay, everything is closed and things. Let's connect to Tug then. I've not got a nose wheel steering disconnected message. Yeah, so GSX isn't working. The weather data in the Phoenix aircraft doesn't appear to want to work either. I'm just going to clear out all these messages, otherwise it's just going to mess up the ECAM. How many load sheets has it sent us? Oh, I'm not changing schedules now. Right, okay. Let's see if this is going to work then. So let's run the before start checklist. So the parking brake is on, and we've got takeoff data. V1 is 129, V2 is 132, confirmed. Windows are closed, PEDs are on flight mode, doors are closed and armed, and the beacon light is on. Okay, let's see if we can push back. So parking brakes released. Please work. Nose wheel steering is disconnected. Good. Back we go. Alright then, so engine mode selected to ignition, and we'll start engine 1. Sam also says he can't get the weather information either. Well, good to see it's not just me.
Cabin crew, all doors in flight and cross-check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Easyjet Europe.
Oh,
We are
BMI.
delighted to
What a
have you
livery.
with us as we
Love that
depart from
livery.
Paris and head to Leeds. Our captain for this flight is Captain Easyjet Simpalot, and our first officer is Nigel. Joining me in the cabin tonight are my fellow crew members, Lucas, Chloe, and Max. We expect to be in the air for about 1 hour and 5 minutes. Now, let me take a moment to go over some important safety information. First, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a click. To release it, simply lift the buckle. In the event of a sudden loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you to start
Okay, parking
the
brake
flow
is
of
set.
oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth, securing it
Good
with a
engine start
plastic
number 1,
band.
starting engine 2.
Remember to put your own mask on before
Allez,
assisting
trafic
others.
à 162,
We also have life vests located under your seat.
Allez.
In the unlikely event of an evacuation over water, remove the vest from its container, place it over your head, and pull the
So just
straps
watch engine
around
number
your
2
waist.
start.
Inflate the
Paris
vest
traffic,
by
middle
pulling
and
the red
8
tabs
for
by
uniform.
blowing into the
Stand
tube.
Bravo 20 will push and
In the
start
event
once
of
the
an evacuation,
Easyjets
please leave your luggage
begin
on
their
board.
taxi.
Your safety is our priority. There are 2 emergency exits located at the front of the cabin and 2 at the rear. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit, which may be behind you. Thank you for your attention. We will be coming around shortly with refreshments, and after the meal service, we will have
And good start on
available
engine
for
number
purchase
2.
from the Easyjet shop. Captain, the cabin is ready for departure.
Okay, so engine mode selected and come back to normal, and then we'll turn some of the lights down in the cabin now, can't we? APU is off, ATS not required, APU master is off, and 0 the rudder, on the spoilers, flaps 1, set trim, and the after-start checklist. So anti-ice is off, ecom status is checked, we should just have a pack 2 issue, that's fine. Pitch trim is 27, rudder is neutral, excellent. Sam, yeah, this is default, that's correct. Charles de Gaulle traffic Alpine 98 Kilo Mike, taxi now, Golf 3 Foxtrot Quebec, and we'll hold 27 left to cross on Zulu 8. Right, lights, auto brake. The weather radar's all turned on, and I think we're now going to be good to go. I'm just going to turn down the brightness a little bit. Got the dome light on as well, so we'll just reduce that. There we are. Right, let's go. All about aviation, we do have a window camera set up, I think. He says, hoping that that is indeed the case. Yeah, there it is. Right, we'll do the flight control checks a little bit later. We've got plenty of time in this taxi to sort that out. Right, over the bridge. Funnily enough, the road that goes under here, I think it's this one. I actually drove under it this summer, which was awesome. Sadly, I was driving, so I didn't get a chance to rubberneck and look too much. But yeah, nice and cool. And I didn't see any aircraft bobbing up and down like that. Okay, first turn to the right. Clear on the left. Okay, so nice long straight bit, perfect for our flight control checks. So we're now going to go full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, and just check rudder, full right, and full left, neutral. And of course in real life the first officer will also then check their controls as well. We are indeed doing flex, very rare do you do toga. Whitson, this isn't a third party Charles de Gaulle, this is Azobo's default Charles de Gaulle. Handcrafted. They did do it. It's not amazing, but it's certainly better than default. Ted P17 over on Twitch. Have I got any tips for landing the 320? Yes. So if you have a look on the YouTube channel, same name, Easyjet Simpler, have a look on the YouTube channel. There is a video on there which is basically a sort of when to flare video, which helps because every single landing is different. Every landing is different. There is no one size fits all for it. And what that video sort of does is it goes through the sort of what different things to look for that can affect the landings, that kind of thing. Because it's all different whether you've got a tailwind or a headwind and all of that. Sam, did you read that Inibuilds are going to do Manchester in the near future? Oh God, I hope so. You might be right. You might be right. I honestly can't remember. So we'll look at that. British Airways landing. So I'm just trying to check. We are here now. We're going to go across there and then down here. This is where we just need to take it a little bit steady. I've done this before and I've got lost here, so I don't want to do it again. So now we're going to turn right onto Quebec. The sign confirms it as well, so that's good. Okay, so once we're on this straight bit, I'll just do the PEDS check. So we've got no change to our performance, no LMCs. Engine out procedure is standard, so straight out, 1800 feet is going to be a right hand turn where we'll hold 4,000 feet. Departure is straight out, first turn to the right, noise abatement 2, and our initial climb is 5,000. Let's do the taxi checklist. So flight controls have been checked. Flap setting is config 1. FMAs we've got 129 blue, 132 magenta, climb up blue, 1 FD2. Radar and predictive windshield on, engine mode selector is normal. ECAM memo is takeoff, no blue, and our EFB is stowed and disconnected. And so is the first officers. Pocari65 says, hello, I've almost completed my 320 type rating. Oh, fantastic. And it has been enjoyable to watch your flight sim streams while not studying. So, I mean, a bit of a busman's holiday, that, isn't it? Spend all day studying for your type rating, then come watch some guy on Microsoft Flight Sim flying the 320. Right, Quebec 4 on the left. 27 left is an active runway, so we will just make a call before we cross it. I can't see anything ahead of us, but even so. Okay, it's not LVPs tonight, so I can use the final hold. Paris, Charles de Gaulle, traffic Alpine 98 Kilo Mike is crossing runway 27 left at Quebec 4. So we will get our strobe lights on for that. And let's get across it. Phil says Inibuilds are planning to do Manchester, asking for pilots and ground crew to get in touch to share info. I'll go and spend a day at Manchester photographing for them, no problem. All about aviation. I have tried eye tracking. I quite like it. There's a review of the Tobii eye tracker here on the channel. The problem is I don't use it when I'm streaming because I'm constantly looking at so many different things that my the camera will be doing this, which would be awful to watch from a YouTube viewing point of view. If anyone wonders why I set those to off and not auto, it's because in VATSIM, auto has them flashing for other passengers, so that's no good. Ordinarily, you would just leave them on auto. That's the normal SOPs. Picari 65, it's more relaxing to watch someone else after 4 hours in the sim training. Yeah, fair enough. In that case, you can act as FO tonight then. Right, 27 right on the hold, and yeah, we're going to be good to go then, because there's nothing behind us, there's nothing on the approach path, so let's go. Shots to go traffic Alpine 98 Kilo Mike, lining up runway 27 right via Zulu 8. Right, let's get all our lights on. Degas to TARA and PAX 1 2 off. Stardro, good evening. Okay, line up checklist. So our cabin is secured. Actually, I should probably tell them. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff. I think they already are actually, looking at the ECAM.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
So, cabin is secured for takeoff. Takeoff runway is full length 27 right, that's confirmed. TCAS, we have TARA and PAX 1 and 2 confirmed, both off. Just oversteered a little bit on that. Never mind. Let's get it back on. Don't want to eat up too much concrete. Okay, all looks good. Just a reminder, noise abatement 2, engine out is straight out, and it's engine 1 critical. Alright, take off. Start the chrono. Engines are stable. Manflex, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue. Takeoff thrust set. $100 knots. V1, rotate. Positive climb, gear up. We've got a spurious lever climb command. I'm going to leave that for the moment. 1200 feet was thrust reduction, so we'll pop that in there. Get back on the flight directors. Not quite sure what happened there. Okay, autopilot 1 engaged, pass airspeed, flaps 0, spoilers, and that disarmed. We'll get the packs back on, 10 seconds between the two. Forgot to start the timer. Never mind, it's recorded in the box. Sporty little thing, isn't it? The 319. All about aviation. Have we ever had a rejected takeoff stream? Yes, we have, due to unreliable airspeed. Speed alt start. Okay, we've got no ATC around. Let's just continue our climb. We're going to go thrust climb, open climb, and we'll set to 40 blue, standard pressure. Hey, prop AC86. Okay, climbing away nicely. We'll just toggle seatbelt signs. That tells cabin crew they can start doing what they need to. And we'll just want to check that we've got spoilers disarmed, flaps are up, gear is up. Now we'll get the lights off as well. Hey Jack, I've not seen that in the charts. Also didn't match the figures we got either, actually. And Miss Link says he's currently 2.5 hours from Dubai in the 380 from Gatwick. Is that a real route? Do they fly the 380 from Gatwick there? That's 10,000 feet, so we're going to get airports on our EFIS. Get the passenger signs off in a moment. Okay, so cost index 0. Secondary flight plan, we'll copy the active, clear that out. Brad and our page didn't put anything in, so
at a safe altitude.
Don't need to clear that out
You're
either.
welcome to use your electronic devices. Please ensure that they are set to flight mode.
Flight L380
Also,
is
I'd
fine
like
for
to
us.
inform you that our onboard Wi-Fi
Let's go for
service
that.
is now available. Thank you for your attention, and sit back and enjoy the flight.
And 380 blue. No, Jack, to be fair, in the LiDAR charts, it is probably not. I'd need to check the actual real world briefings, but I'm too lazy to do that. Eric Rollers, ignore the Wi-Fi service. I don't know why. Every time I spawn into this, and I can't seem to change it, so it's like it by default. What is it? Is it panel set or sim settings, cabin? Oh no, it might be airframe. Yeah, look, SATCOM antenna. I have got it set to not. I'm not sure if the same intelligence cabin crew reads that. It probably should do, I guess, shouldn't it? Right, I've just got a target ahead of me. Target. It's Top Gun. It's down there. He's miles beneath us, so that's fine. R17 Phil, eyesight. Yeah. So now we just fly for pleasure. So let's just check the received messages. What was that telex? Well, 8. Yeah, fine. It's not my fault. The ground crew were on strike. We've just come from France, they'll understand. Okay, let's get the seatbelt signs off. Alright, now we can sit and chill for a little bit. All is good with the world. So just monitor everything up to cruise, then we'll do our usual checks. And estimated time at the moment in Leeds is around 10 PM local time. It's not a long flight, it's only about an hour. So which aircraft are you all flying at the moment? And many of you also flying the Phoenix, or you're enjoying some other stuff at the minute? James says Ryanair now also has Wi-Fi, but it only works if you're parked next to a Emirates aircraft. Redlin Lateness is never the pilot's fault, can always find some reason. Absolutely. Killer Zebra says hello. I actually just completed my LST for the Alpine 4 days ago. Looking forward to all of this being real. Yep. You can't be lazy in the real world. You can in the sim. Eric Roller says use the 10% discount code to get some money off Rex Atmos Core. Haven't used it at all. To be fair, Eric, I felt quite bad after the first video I did on Rex Atmos Core because I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. I then went and tweaked with it a lot and decided actually my problem was I was trying to use all 3 presets and the weather, the atmosphere, the environment, and actually don't. The atmosphere and the environment you can improve. The clouds, don't start messing with the weather. It's absolutely fine as it is. Matt says he's been doing tap routes with the Fenix A321 quite a bit as you enjoyed the Lisbon scenery. Lisbon is very, very nice actually. Killer Zebra says they give me 6 weeks off so you screen lasers for a little bit longer. The problem is, Killer Zebra, after 6 weeks you'll have forgotten so much. The last time I'm streaming now maybe once every week, between every week and 2 weeks, because I'm in the middle of a house move and all sorts of stuff going off at the minute. And even I'm finding myself coming back here in the sim and thinking, oh, forgot to do that. Oh, didn't do that. And that's just like a week or so between. The difference is as well, of course, I've not actually got some guy sat there going, oi, and poking me. Christian, good evening, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Flyby Western Pilot says he still flies the Flyby A320NX, and why not? It's a fantastic aircraft. Yeah, Eric, I do agree with that. Rex Atmos for 2020 was so much better. That was one app I would never ever fly without. It was fantastic. Okay, so an aircraft up there. I just see him. Oh, there he is. He's just crossing left to right. Is he crossing left to right, or is he going? He's almost crossing left to right. We just need to be careful and mindful of that, as we've no ATC with us tonight. A Wings of Metal says he's quite impressed with the CDG Azobo. Yeah, it's not bad, you know. When you think it's a complex airport, it's not bad at all. Dr. Magic says he hasn't flown for a while as I need a grown-up PC. I've got a grown-up PC and the one I'm on is not it. If you want to join the fight tonight then guys, please do hit that like button. And now we're airborne, I think it's time to open up the giveaway, isn't it? So let me just try and sort that. Okay, so our giveaway tonight is going to be for Leeds Bradford Airport version 2, the premium edition from Inibuilds for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So hopefully, if I've got this right, we'll get the giveaway started. There we go. So, as Streamlabs has just politely announced, the raffle has started. Use the exclamation mark raffle to enter the raffle and buy your tickets. 27,000 feet. Up we go. Leeds Bradford Airport is always a fun airport to fly into, just because it's always windy. Just whilst we're in the climb, for those of you who are interested, another sort of side project I'm working on at the moment. How many of you have seen this before on our streams? I think I've done it for the last couple of streams. We've got our little jet log app for if you're a geek like me who likes to plane spot, then this is something I'm currently working on. Got anything good near me at the minute? Oh, what's that? Oh, where's it gone? Oh, Etihad Dreamliner's not far away. Just leaving Manchester. And it's delayed. Although for some reason here it's actually designed as an Android app, but for some reason I'm not quite sure why. Here on Windows, where I have it run, that's not where I live. I need to update the GPS on it. The GPS on the app works absolutely fine. Here on Windows, for some reason, it believes my PC is based in Greater Manchester, or Lancashire, even worse. I'm a Yorkshireman. But there's a link to this in the video description down below if anyone does want to check it out. If you like plane spotting, so find an Easyjet flight, try that, and then all you do is go in and mark them as spotted, and you can build up your own personal logbook. Change colour as well once you've spotted them. Shall we spot that one as well? Yeah. And then, yeah, you've got your little logbook. See all these EasyJet ones that we've checked off. EasyJet Europe, French B, Maser Air Cargo. And if you click on any of these, it should tell you as well if it's currently flying or not. No, it says it's on the ground in Edinburgh. Fair enough. Oh, I see that one quite regularly flying over as Macy. I'm not sure if I've got the track live working on this edition actually. Oh, there it is. Although that's not Edinburgh, that's East Midlands. Clearly it's not updated yet. Probably update after takeoff. Right, what are we at? We are at 33,000 feet. That's one of the police helicopters, isn't it? That might be a police aircraft actually. I've seen 40% of Ryanair UK 737-800s, 9 more to go. Right, we've also got Elevatex running as well tonight, so we can see that was our taxi out. Actually, spot on, wasn't it? That's exactly as planned. There we are. We've got an ATC. There's a Thames approach is on. That's not going to affect us, sadly. Heathrow approach is also on. Again, not going to affect us. Birmingham approach is on. And we do have ATC then potentially at Leeds. That'd be kind of cool if they're still online when we get there. Sam says he's just landed at LAX. His PC told him off. Oh yeah, but I bet your room got nice and warm. So once we get to Leeds, I don't know, has our co-pilot, have you got anything nice planned when we land in Leeds tonight? Don't know if the co-pilot is going to engage in conversation, but we'll have a go.
Not much, just a quiet evening planned. How about you?
Oh, bed and beer. Although actually I'm out of beers, so it's just going to be bed. That's sad, isn't it? Matt says, I've never had air traffic control at Leeds, and you land there fairly regularly. Tonight could be a first then, Matt. See if we get ATC when we get there. Right, 1,000 feet to go. Now we've got Mac Alt Star. and we're into alt cruise. Okay, so now we're at alt cruise. We're going
Ladies
to
and gentlemen, we have now reached our cruising altitude.
set costing and X
We will
factor
begin
4.
our snack and drink service shortly, featuring some delightful options, including
Take
our
us
popular cheese and ham
down to below.
sandwiches and refreshing beverages. After the service, we will also have items available from the Easyjet shop for you to browse. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy the flight.
And now we're just going to cycle through the SD pages, just to make sure there's nothing daft going on there. Alright, so we are looking fine on there, nothing abnormal with the bleed. Cabin
Alpine
pressure
9, 8 kilo Mike, departure, descent in about 15 minutes.
is all good. I think that was ATC from Say Intentions. I'm going to turn that off. We don't need that. And hydraulics is fine. Fuel used. All right. So 1470 and 35. I just want to make sure they add up to about the 5 tons that we took in total. That's just ruling out the potential for a fuel leak, which they do. You know, 15 plus 35 is 5 tons. So happy with that. APU obviously not needed. Temperatures all look good. And yep, doors closed. Good. Temperature of the brakes fine. Everything is working there. There's no orange. So yeah, we can call that a win. Just a quick look on the overhead. Make sure no lights are showing that, well, shouldn't be. Probably turn this off as well, actually. There we go. Make it a bit better. So that's all fine. And then we'll do a fuel check. So we've just passed where? Ratuk. So if we've just passed Ratuk, let's jump to our operational flight plan and make sure everything is as expected. Grumpy bus driver, good evening. So, what fuel did we take in the end? So we took 5 tons, which is about 300 kilograms extra, 300 plus the contingency, which is 200. Let's call that 0.5. So we're expecting half a ton of fuel extra. We've just passed Ratuk, which is here. So 2.9 add 0.5 is 3.4. What fuel have we got? We've got coming up 3.4. Perfect. Louis Beats, good evening. I'm really glad you enjoyed the videos, thank you. Finley, you could still win the raffle if you're not here, yes. How long until the raffle is finished? I don't know actually. See if I can find out for you. $34 minutes. 34 minutes, and we've only got 33 tickets, so you've got a 1 in 33 chance of winning at the moment. Lewis 25, if you want to enter the raffle, it's exclamation mark and then raffle to pop that in. Okay, so what else we're going to have a quick look at? Everything's all happy in that at the moment. Let's go to our data page. Closest airports, what we've got. Ones that are usable for us. Let's just put Gatwick in there, as that's probably our closest place. If something goes wrong now, we'll dart into Gatwick. What's that, 62 miles away, so we can be there in about, according to that, around between 16 and 20 minutes. So that's all fine. Starting to see the bright lights of London ahead of us, actually, look. Lighting up the cloud. Now we're going to use the time to just have a look at the arrival info for Leeds. Now, as the weather's not working in Leeds, is anyone able to grab me the METAR for Leeds offline somewhere? So our flight route is bringing us in via Denby today. Sam, no, I tried it in the McDo, it didn't work, unfortunately. Which is why I'm being lazy and asking you guys to copy-paste the... do a Google search for the latest Leeds weather. Then I'll jot it down and we'll get going with that. So yeah, we're coming in via Denby. Let's have a look at the arrival. And so from Denby, we basically fly towards the LBA. Now what happens in real life, of course, is we get vectored out of the way of arrivals into Manchester, where MSA is 35, we're familiar with that. And then, yeah, so what we do is we actually, instead of going direct LBA, we kind of come a little bit more east towards sort of like 10-mile LBA ring that you can see there. And then that gets us almost straight in for the ILS intercept. So that's going to be our plan. Obviously you've got MSA there, so no lower than 3.5, then no lower than 2.1. So that's how we're going to fly that. Just whilst we're here, we'll get the LBA in. Just pop that in there. Thank you for the METAR there, guys. I'm just going to quickly scribble that down. What was it? 250 at 7. Visibility is fine. We've got fuel clouds 18. Temperature is 15 degrees. And QNH is 1010. So let's pre-select that. Fine. So just bringing back up to the charts. Okay, so the flight plan looks fine. Then we've got the discontinuity there. I'm going to just tidy that up. There we go. And so if we're happy with that, what we'll do is if we put a 9-mile ring around LBA, or rather the airport, so Echo Golf, November Mike, runway 32. There we go. 206 miles to go. Should be there in about half an hour. And then our plan, if we have a little look, should be that's almost perfect, isn't it? So Denby straight out. We'll just maybe come a little more eastwards, then so we can just come in and intercept. So that's going to be my plan. So we'll be slowing down green dot after we leave Denby, then flaps 1 just before we get the ILS, flaps 2 as we sort of pick up the glide slope, and then we're in at Leeds. No lower than 3.5 in this sector over here at Denby, and then we've got MSA of 2.1. We need to just check the arrival chart then so we can see information on the ILS for runway 32. So here it is. Okay, so let's have a quick look. So the platform altitude is 3,000 feet. That works with our 9-mile radius ring, so that's perfect. It's a slightly steeper glide slope as well, isn't it? It's 3.2 glide slope. So yeah, slightly steeper than the norm, so slightly earlier flare. Have that in mind. The minimums are 870. We'll fill all this in a moment. We've got Pappy's on the left, and that's a seat. Is it a 3.8 degree glide? No, it's a 3 degree glide. It is a 3 degree glide. Now, what caught my attention then is the Pappy's is set to 3 degrees, so I just wanted to double check that. But yeah, the glide path is 30. That is the heading. I thought it was 3.18. I thought it was hadn't zoomed in enough. Okay, yeah, so then that all makes sense. The go around then is at 2,000 feet, right hand turn, climbs 3,000 feet. And hold at the LBA. Good, okay, so other things we're going to do then. We are going to check that we can actually land. And stop. I like flaps 3 landings. Might not be able to get away with that at Leeds. Although we're in a 319, so we might be able to. Let's have a look at the arrival. So, yeah, runway 32 at Leeds. It's not raining, so I can't call the METAR because it's not working. What was the METAR? So winds were 250 at 7, so 6 knot crosswind. Temperature is 15 degrees. It's quite warm for this time of night here in the UK, and the QNH is 100. Our landing weight is planned to be 0 fuel weight plus estimated fuel on board, 51, 52, 53, 54, call it 54.2. It's a bit conservative, but better than that than the alternate. Auto brake low, that still gets us in. Flaps 3, we're going to start pushing that out a bit. Okay, so it's a bit of a trade-off now, isn't it? Do I want to slam the brakes on or not? Okay, go on, we'll go with a flap 4 landing tonight then. Auto brake low and flap. Hey Elk Chocolate, good to see you. So I've briefed how I'm going to fly the approach and what I'm going to do and where I'm going to do it, and now just want to have a quick look at the airport. I do know Leeds Bradford, but not as well as places like Manchester. So yeah, we're going to get off, I would imagine most likely at Alpha, and then
Anyone final work, Alwick?
we're going to obviously park over here somewhere at the apron. Alright. Good stuff. Another company message. Easyjet ops were 15 minutes late. Yes. Thank you. Once we enter Leeds as well, we should be looking at
Heathrow traffic, shuttle 15 Bravo established,
Yeah.
left 27 right at
should be looking at getting in the
Heathrow.
doing the giveaway as well. So just final check then for our arrival brief. I've got no concerns over the weather. When I'm going to start populating the box. So flight plan is checked.
People going to get, we're going to have a fun time.
Red nav is in. We'll pop in Echo Golf November Mike runway 32 there, just so we've got a bearing to and distance. Let's check out the performance then. So in the descent phase, I'm just going to alter this to 270. So I'll just get us in a little bit quicker. And let's fill in the approach pace. So QNH 1011, temperature was 15. The wind has dropped a little bit since we departed, so it's now not as much of a crosswind as I was anticipating. The transition altitude, I actually can't remember what it was. Just check on the chart. I think it's 5. Yeah, 5,000. The minimums were 870, and we're doing the flaps full landing. Oh, what have I missed? Okay. Yeah, 870. Okay, box is full. Clean speed's 212 and landing VAP speed is 124. Don't need to alter that.
Traffic turning for final 27 right, DMB 15.
Polar Bills, good evening to you.
Traffic,
Chris says he's just binned his VATSIM flight from Edinburgh to Stuttgart. Literally every control was going offline just before I got to them. It's annoying, isn't it? It's frustrating.
Traffic Lufthansa report breaking off of course.
David, I stream most of it still.
And coming number 2 behind traffic.
Paul Pulse, I'm doing well. Happy to be back. Back in the virtual flight deck. If you are enjoying the stream tonight, guys, please do me a massive favour and hit that like button on the stream. It makes a big difference to the YouTube algos. And as we don't get a chance to stream many live streams anymore, then it really, really makes a big difference to the YouTube algorithms when we are here. So, big thank you to everyone that does that. So we've got our top of descent probably in about 50 miles, so we're all briefed, we're all happy. Chatty Badger, mate, thank you for the follow, and to all the other followers as well, and subscribers over on YouTube and Twitch. Polar Pulse is doing Sofia to Heathrow in the 319 retro livery. Nice. Are we talking, how retro are we talking? Are we talking BAE or Landor? Right, we should be on the ground in about half an hour, so I'll just let the cabin crew know. Hey Erica, just a heads up, so if you want to let everyone know, we'll probably be on the ground in Leeds in about 30 minutes, and it's unseasonably warm, 15 degrees, and it's not raining.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your flight attendant Erica speaking. We are expecting to land in Leeds in approximately 30 minutes. The weather there is quite warm for this time of year, with a temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. We hope you enjoy the rest of your flight.
I think it has got warmer today as the day's gone on here in the UK.
Number 2 for landing 27 right, DMB 8.
Evo traffic, shuttle 15 Bravo, short finals, runway 27 right, Heathrow.
Polar Pulse, it's, you're in, what is it, Golf EUPJ? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I know the one you mean. Yeah. Currently somewhere between Heathrow and Edinburgh in real life. And delayed. I might mark that one as spotted. Don't know if what's the other one? Is it the Better World livery? I don't know the ICO. I don't know the registration of that one. But that's really cool. I like that little dinky 319 in that livery. Hey Daz, how's the house move going? Oh, solicitors. That's all. That's all I'm going to say to you, Daz. Solicitors. Although actually they need some information from the council. So.
And traffic Lufthansa 348 runway 22 10 miles final outside.
Mark, Nick, have you just Googled that, or are you actually both that much of a geek, which is fine by me, that you know that? Oh yeah, there it is. That's on its way to Istanbul at the moment. Daz, are you a solicitor? Why didn't you tell me? I would have instructed you to sort this out. It's been all bloody day. Or do you not do house moves? 6 weeks for one inquiry, Daz, that's all I'm saying. 6 weeks. You thought it was common knowledge, Nick. That's common to who? Yeah, Paul Pulse, if you're flying over Germany, you'll get loads of ATC over in Germany. They're brilliant at it. Oh, Daz, property disputes is your thing. I wish I'd known this 4 months ago, mate. spotted that. I have now. Of course, I haven't really spotted. This is my real live logbook. This is just my testing logbook. That means I've only now seen 2 British Airways flights. What on earth is that? Oh, I know what that is. I do always enjoy looking down to see what's near me, see if there's anything good to have a look at. Okay, so we've got our top of descent in about, what, 20 miles, something like that. Our tank is fuel cross feed, that's fine. What we got? We've got about 3 tons of fuel on board. It's about an hour. I've got about an hour and a bit's fuel left in the tanks. Hey Chris, has London Control gone offline? That doesn't surprise me. Tower is online. So we've got 80s, 1803. We'll have a listen to that. Having an actual, real audio control panel is really cool.
On Echo Golf November Mike. Where possible, flight crews are requested to vacate no later than a threshold elevation 662 feet. Leeds Bradford information. Acknowledge receipt of information Mike. Time 1950 Zulu. Runway in use 32. Transition level 65. Wind 250 at 7. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds at 1800. Temperature 15. Dew point 12. QNH 1010. Delivery is closed. ATC continues with tower on 120.305. Data link clearances are available. Log on Echo Golf November Mike. Where possible, flight crews are requested to vacate no later than a threshold elevation 662 feet.
Okay, so that's all the information we need, and that's our top of the descent. So let's start heading down towards Leeds. We'll go flight level 200 to begin with. So thrust idle, open descent, and 200 blue. Down we go. Crazy Av Geek, no, the giveaway is still running for another 15 minutes. You've got 15 minutes to buy your tickets. And I don't mean actually buy, I mean just enter. Just got another company message. This might be our stand allocation. Oh, not that one. Provisionally assigned stand 16 left. Okay. So, where's that? So once we come back on Alpha... Oh god, he's right at the end! Well, we're Easyjet and this place is owned by Jet2 more or less, isn't it? And Ryanair. So 16 left, right at the end. Typical. Okay. Well, probably still not enough time for a single engine taxi. Fly Guy! Good to see you, mate. You join us just on the descent in.
Midland 8 for uniform, Leeds Bradford traffic. Number 2 behind the Alpine 9, 8 kilo Mike, just vectoring off of arrival path. Just allowing for spacing and we'll monitor speed.
And Alpine 9, 8 kilo Mike, we're just going to increase speed. We're going to descend at 280 knots on conversion. Chris Clark, if you fly on VATSIM anywhere into the UK, you get that message. And so, yeah, they provisionally assign you the stands before you get there, which is just brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Like you say, knowing where you're going before you get there is a huge bonus. So now what we're doing is we're monitoring the descent. We're 2,000 feet beneath the profile, which is fine. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. And we've got East Midlands Airport down there. Dan Stock, would the cabin feel such a speed change and change in descent rate? No. I mean, even a steady descent, I don't know. Can you guys feel even when the top of descent comes and you just feel it go down? Not only do you feel it, you hear the engines roll back a little bit as well. So it's a big giveaway that we're on the way down. But they're not going to feel uncomfortable unless you're sort of hitting around 5,000–6,000 feet per minute. Yeah, Chris, trying to work out where you're going while moving is the bane of every pilot's life. In the real world, there's someone next to you sorting that out. Plus, you always normally have an idea in the real world of where you're going before you get there. But if you're flying into the UK, you'll get that provisional stand, so you'll be able to work out, like we've just done, whereabouts you're going to be going. And it does it even if there is no air traffic control at your airport. In the UK, it's something that VATSIM UK has brought in themselves, which is fantastic. I wish they did it the world over. Don't know how they do it. They need to let the rest of the VATSIM world know, because it's brilliant. David, is it a new thing? No, they've been doing it for a long time now. I'll stick my head out of the window and look at East Midlands down there. Oh, there it is. Flew from there this summer to... where did we go? Lanzarote. Great airport. If you're a plane spotter, it's a great airport to go to because of all the cargo flights they get in there. Loads of DHLs, the old sort of A310s, 300s flying in. There's also the, oh, is it One Air? They've just, they're at the other side. It is One Air, isn't it? Let's have a quick look. Is it One Air? Yeah, these guys. Not sure I like that. In fact, that one's left East Midlands. That's a long flight. Not sure I like the livery. That one looks much. That one looks much more refined than that. Looks like it's on steroids. Hey, Crazy Ag Geek. Leeds Bradford Airport version 2 is the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 Premium Edition. So it just takes advantage of everything that Flight Sim 24 has to offer. Flying Walnut, thank you so much for the resub, mate. Really do appreciate that. Hope you're well. Oh, Chris, I've done it before. I've sent private messages to controllers, just say any idea where we're going before we land. Right, inbound Trent. Jayhawk celebrating 39 months. That should probably say years, Jayhawk, let's be honest. Of supporting the channel. Oh, Mark, that's a good shout. I can't say premium edition, can I? Because premium is something different. Enhanced edition, not premium. Right, let's just continue that descent all the way down flight level 100. So now 100 blue. We're still about 2,500 feet beneath our profile, which is take that. Once we get a little bit closer, I'll put it in, instead of open descent, we'll put it into descent mode, so we'll just descend 1,000 feet per minute and we'll meet up with the profile. Matt, it is quite rare to see A320s into East Midlands, you're right, just because obviously Ryanair don't fly them. Jet2 have got their 73s based there, they've not got any of their new Neos based there. Flying Warnock, that's great to hear. And you're right, we don't stream certainly anywhere near as much as we used to do. I do want to change that, but I need to get this house move sorted and my life sorted. RareRoy07, howdy to you. Hope you're having a good evening. Right, that's overhead Trent. I reckon we'll be down in about 15-20 minutes. Hey Erica, about 15 minutes to land.
So Leeds traffic Midland 84 uniform, now number 3 behind the Alpine 98 Kilo Mike and the Speedbird A350. I'll come right back on the speed guys and just make sure we've got plenty of room.
A350 going into Leeds, did that just say? That'll be fun. Okay, so that's me. Sweetbird and the BMA. That BMI livery. I loved that BMI livery. That BMI livery was fantastic. Shame they don't fly anymore. Okay, seatbelt signs on. And we're now going to start getting that descent all the way down. So, platform altitude is 3,000 feet. Now let's set the local QNH, which is 1010, 3000 blue. I'm just looking, currently that's where we're going to level off, which is probably about right, because we are going to need to slow down a little bit as well. Chris Clark, no, my cabin crew comes from Say Intentions Entourage, which there's a link in the video description down below if you want to check that out. Alright, let's run the approach checklist then. So BARF QNH is 1010, seatbelt signs are on, we've got minimums 870, auto brake is low, engine mode selector is normal, and our EFB is stowed and disconnected. Last few minutes of the raffle for the giveaway. We've got 4 minutes remaining to enter the giveaway for this airport. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm actually going to pull heading and we're going to come off the track now for an intercept. We'll head 020. And we'll also start slowing down, so let's just pull for... let's just pull in open descent already and set speed to 50. Leeds traffic Alpine 98 Kilo Mike is now right turn heading 020, and we're going to be inbound for the ILS intercept for runway 32. Currently 30 miles to the southwest of the LBA.
The traffic stay clear on the 23 right.
Chris, I quite liked that. There was obviously things that I did point out in the video. Would have been nice if fire, but I actually said fire. The landing light switches, they're the things that sort of really niggled me. But the push buttons themselves, really good. Yeah, you'll not be disappointed with those, I don't think. Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing. 10 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your flight attendant Erica speaking. We are now approximately 10 minutes away from landing in Leeds. The weather there is currently warm at 15 degrees Celsius. Please ensure that your seatbelts are fastened and your seats are in the upright
Okay, we're going to
position.
activate the
Thank
approach
you
phase.
for your attention.
And just get the spoilers out a little bit. Just to help start slowing us down. Right, manage the speed. Chris, well, yeah, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it when it arrives. Crazy Abgeek, how to do an auto land? I'm sure that we must have done that in the past. I'm sure we've done it in the past. If not, it's something I will have to visit. Right, let's tidy up the flight plan. Got a bit of a tailwind pushing us, you see, which isn't great. Let's get flaps 1 out. Speed's checked. Flaps 1. Just to try and get a little bit of extra drag in there. And I'm going to keep the speed quite high for now, just to get us down.
26 Mike Echo, turn left 320 degrees, space leg, left base, 23 right Manchester.
We need to contact tower as well in a minute. Might end up with flaps 2 in a moment. Last resort would be the landing gear. Just confirming that frequency for the tower. 120305, yep. Okay, let's get some extra drag out. Flaps 2, speed's checked. Flaps 2. And I am going to reduce speed 180.
Manchester 26 Mike Echo, 10 miles localised establish 23 right Manchester, approaching 12.5 miles.
And I'm just going to tease the approach just round to the right because it will just add a couple of extra track miles, which is what we need. Okay, so the giveaway is over. We shall run that in a little while. Doncaster Airport ahead of us. Set up the replay.
Leeds traffic, Midland 84 uniform, leaving Denby, vectors for 25 arrival, correction 32 arrival, number 3 in sequence.
Okay, there we go, glide source coming up to meet us.
Mike Echo, fully established ILS 23 right 10 miles.
And Leeds traffic Alpine 98 Kilo Mike is about to intercept ILS runway 32, 12 mile final, switching to tower frequency. Okay, alt glide slope, lock blue, cat 3 jewels, part 1 and 2, glide slope, lock star, captured, beautiful, full house. Leeds Tower Alpine 98 Kilo Mike establishing ILS 32, 11 mile final, and we have information Mike.
Alpine 98 Kilo Mike, Leeds Tower header, your speed 180 knots or greater until 6 miles, the surface winds 240 degrees 6, runway 32, clear to land.
Speed 180 or greater till 6 miles and clear to land, runway 32 Alpine 98 Kilo Mike. Just flown through that localizer a little bit there, hasn't it? Let's get back on that. Ooh, hey. Bit of oscillation going on. I might knock her autopilot off and take control of that myself. Cabin crew, seats for landing.
Speedbird 383, Leeds Tower header, reduce now to your minimum safe approach speed, continue approach, runway 2, push and runway 32.
Continue approach, but lower to a minimum approach speed, Speedbird 383.
Speedbird 383, thanks. Traffic information to you is an Easyjet Airbus A319, 2 miles ahead of you.
2 miles, that's not much for spacing. If we need to go around, it is straight out 2,000 feet.
Easy 98 Kilo Mike, traffic information for yourself. British Airways, currently 2.5 miles in trail. If you could expedite to the right as soon as you can on landing.
Wilco Alpine 98 Kilo. We do need to start slowing down now. Flaps 3, speed's checked. Flaps 3. And landing checklist. Flaps full. So our cabin is secured. Go around altitude is 3,000 feet. ECAM memo is not yet with us. Spoilers armed, landing no blue. So I expect that wind to drop off a little bit as we get nearer. It's a decent crosswind at the moment. Then it's Leeds, isn't it? So that's normal. You can just see us crabbing down that centre line. Dynasty, why flaps 4 and not 3? Flaps 3 would have meant medium auto brake, and it was it just wasn't the safest option. I prefer flaps 3 though, so that is what I would have gone with normally.
Speedbird 383, this is not going to work. Go around, I say again, go around, acknowledge.
Speedbird 383, going around.
Right, it's time for me to battle winds myself. What about us off? I have control.
Speedbird 383, when you're able for the standard missed approach.
Standard missed approach, Speedbird 383.
So that wind's now dropped off, which is why the crabbing has suddenly got us to the left of centre line. We need to get back on that.
Speedbird 383, thanks. Continue on Unicom now 122.8 traffic to Delta Boeing 737-800, looking to start the procedure at
Continue.
Leeds.
For the switching Unicom and traffic is 539, speed is very free.
Tower, good evening, Midland 84 uniform, information November A320. We're just about to establish on the localizer for 32 at 19 miles. Just making you aware, because I know you've got a bit of
spoilers
traffic
deployed
inbound.
reverse green, decel.
Midland 84 uniform, Leeds Tower, low. Continue approach,
Manual
runway
brakes,
32
reverses
on number
off.
1.
Continue approach for 32, Midland 84 uniform. I'll call you when I'm fully established as well, sir.
Thanks.
And we didn't have to go all the way to the end and turn around, so that's perfect.
Alpine 98 Kilo Mike, welcome to Leeds. Thanks for expeditious vacate. You can taxi now, stand 16 left.
Stand 16 left for Alpine 98 Kilo Mike, thank you. Okay, let's just clean the aircraft up then. So, that's flaps, spoilers, already turned off the TCAS. Let's get the lights off, let's get the APU started. And we're going to be going all the way around to the left. Nightbot shouts a bit Finley.
Uniform fully established 32 at 15.
Midland 84 uniform, thanks for surface winds 250 degrees at 7, runway 32, you're clear to land.
Good land 32, Midland 84 uniform. I'm just going to dive onto Unicom for a second, sir, and just let the other two aircraft know that I am inbound so that they don't dive in front.
Yeah, roger, no worries.
I'll shout you when I'm back on your frequency.
Tap.
Now, I think GSX has got a profile for the airport. Yeah, 16L. Do you know what? I'm going to use British Midland. They don't exist anymore, but I'm going to use them as there's a BMI flight on inbound anyway.
Midland 84 uniform back with you, sir.
Midland 84 uniform, roger.
Right, we'll check out the replay in a bit, and of course, don't forget we've got the giveaway to come. Anyway, with that, welcome to East Midlands, everybody. Not East Midlands, we're not at East Midlands. Wrong airport. Welcome to Leeds. It's because I was thinking of the British Midland aircraft that's coming in. Robert, trust me, in real life, I never get 0 feet per minute. No one does, it's a fallacy. It's not right. We should have gone to Doncaster, Mark, you're quite right. Are we ever going to see that aircraft at that airport take aircraft again? I wonder. Right, come on. My brakes with the rudder pedals, they keep sticking. I don't know why. The runway slope probably didn't help there, Dynasty. We kind of landed at the back end of the there's a bit of a hump there. Not quite as bad as Manchester's, but we kind of landed with the hump there, so probably made a bit of difference. Telling you now, taxiing in real life is far easier than in the sim. Right, let's get parked up, and then I do want to have a little look at this airport because it is meant to be brand new for FlightSim 24. Perfect. Parking brake on. Right, we'll leave the engines running because we'll do a landing in a moment. Let's just have a quick look at the airport then. So, there she is. It's all parked up. Ooh. Right, well, this aircraft's not going anywhere because we've just struck the engine cowling. Okay, let's have a quick look around. Let's see what we've got. Now, with regards to this airport anyway, I really liked this when Inibuilds did it for Flight Sim 2020 because they do, for me, just enough detail that doesn't hog resources but still gives you good visuals, because when you're pulling up to like one of these gates, it's nice to be able to see Burger King. I'm sure you all agree. And yeah, so you've got lots of the waiting areas, and I think as well we've sort of got like the signs and things like that. Oh, restrooms. They've not included the restrooms, which I'm kind of glad about. And then we've obviously got the other side as well. This is Yorkshire's airport, although am I right in thinking Doncaster Sheffield?
Leeds Tower, had a speed 180 knots, maintain it.
Doncaster Sheffield were also thinking of calling themselves South Yorkshire Airport, so there might be in for a bit of a copyright dispute on that one. The home of Jet 2, of course. So, yeah, A up world. Fantastic. But yeah, it is. It's very good. Now you see, the difference between Inibuilds and say like Perugia is I bet that traffic light would actually change if it was Perugia. I mean, come on, Perugia have working lifts, which is incredible. I always like to go and see the control tower as well, just to make sure that's been done nicely. Yeah, it's good enough, isn't it? Particularly if you're flying on VATSIM, and if you're controlling on VATSIM, there you are. That's quite nice. You can see the aircraft coming into line up. That's a pretty good view, actually. Quite like that. So, Ricardo says the interior of the new extension is exactly as real life. Yes, they have. They've done a fantastic job. And you can probably, I don't know if you can tell just while I'm zooming around, it is really well optimized. There's no stuttering. There's very little popping in and out as well here of the LOD stuff. So, yeah. Very, very nicely done. So, yeah, cool. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in. We're going to have a little look at the replay. I'm going to come off of VATSIM for that, though. So there we are, that's off of VATSIM. And of course, now, before I do that, I want to end my flight. That's completed. Let's get the arrival gate set, so continue there. Complete. Excellent, that's another flight logged on Elevatex. Okay, let's check out the landing. What I'm going to do as well, just because it's a new airport, let me just... Should we go for a nice... Oh yeah, let's go for a bit of a sunset arrival, shall we? And we'll look at this, and on touchdown I'll reveal the winner of the raffle. Beautiful. So let's find a nice wing view to enjoy. There we go. This is what I really love about Microsoft Flight Sim, and that is the views at the end. Okay, so with the raffle, you will need to have an Inibuilds account. The winner will need to contact me either via email or Discord within 24 hours with their Inibuilds account details, not your password, just your username, which is usually your email address, and then we will get that added to your Inibuilds account for you. So we will pick our winner in a moment. I'll tell you what, I'm going to open up the entries again, just in case you've not got a chance. So, right, I've opened up the entries. There are 59 tickets, so to enter you need to type in exclamation mark and giveaway. No you don't, you need to type in exclamation mark and raffle. Exclamation mark and raffle. Type that in. You have got until we touch down, and then I'm going to roll the pick the winner. Paul B, they haven't released the Fenix Neos just yet. Not yet. That's coming soon. Remember, guys, as well to hit the like button on stream. It gives you a better chance of winning. It doesn't really. And of course, remember to check out our channel partners Inibuilds, who are of course sponsoring the giveaway event this evening. Link in the video description below. Okay, so entries are about to close. Alright, entries are closed and the winner is, congratulations, 79 tickets sold, and the winner is Mr. Bus Driver. Congratulations, Mr. Bus Driver. You have won a copy of Leeds Bradford Airport version 2 from Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 from Inibuilds. You know what to do to get in touch and enjoy that. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I know we don't get as many live streams in as I would like, and hopefully as many as you would like as well. I really want that to change once we get sorted and all this house move business is sorted and we can start to resort our lives out. But yeah, there we go. If you are on your way out, then please do hit the like button before you go. It makes a massive difference. So thank you so much to everybody that has done that. A huge thanks as well to all our followers, our new followers today over on Twitch, and subscribers on YouTube. And of course, as always, the biggest thanks always go to our Easyjet Sim Pilot channel members for supporting the work that we do here on the channel. So massive thank you to you guys for that. I am going to leave you with a final replay from the flight deck. We might even go first officer side for this one, as we enjoy the beautiful view over Yorkshire. Rewind that and just cancel that alarm. And yeah, enjoy the sunset arrival into Leeds. Massive thanks to all of you guys. Look forward to seeing you on our next live stream, and of course that will be announced on Discord as and when that will be. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really great to catch up with you all again. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Good night, guys. Bye bye.